Look how pretty the background looks. It's so cool. I love it. Like we're in a garden. Let's see. It's so weird because you go the opposite of what you are. So, okay, right there. Centered. And do me a favor. You know how you tagged Janine? Don't tag me. Don't tag me, please.
It's live?
No, I know, but don't tag me.
Okay. Is it good to go?
Yeah.
You can start.
Oh, we're live?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hi. My name is Leah. I'm here today at BBCrafts, and I'm going to be making a wreath for you today. The choices, this is not on, Mike. Where is it? Oh, it is. Okay. This is going to be an Easter wreath, and this is the sign that I've chosen. I can't get it in there. I'm sorry, bear with us. This is the first time I've ever done a live, so I'm trying to figure out how exactly to show you. Okay, so here is the Easter sign. Is it double, Mike, or not?
It's live.
Okay. Okay, so here is the Easter sign that I'll be using today. It has bunnies and it has the cross. And of course that represents Easter completely, as we know. And then I have the deco mesh. I'm going to use this one, and this is our yellow deco mesh eyelash metallic stripe, 10 yards, and it gives you 30 feet. Then I'm going to be using a tan. This is our solid tan, and it is a 10-inch, 10 yard, so again, 30 feet. I'm not going to use, I normally use our pre-made forms, but I'm going to use this 14-inch black elevated wreath frame, and those are on our website. I'm going to use a 7/8-inch wired pink ribbon. I'll be using our 2.5-inch moss metallic deco mesh ribbon, and it is not wired. The other ones are. And this one is a beautiful one. It's a vintage floral ribbon with lace on the edges, and it's just really cute. I think you'll really like that. And I'll also be using chenille stems, and these are our 10 chenille stems. And for the sign, I'll be using the cable tie mounts on the back of the sign to hold the wreath in place. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get our sign prepared so that we could put that on the wreath when we're ready. So you take the backing off of the cable mount ties and you attach them to your sign. And also, if you're here with us today, go ahead and like, comment, share. And if you're on replay, put hashtag replay so that we know we're there. You're there. And please feel free to ask questions, and I will answer them as I'm able. So I'm attaching these cable tie mounts to the back of the back of the sign, and I will be running our chenille stems, our tan chenille stems, through the mounts and twisting them. And this is going to prepare your sign to add to your frame. So like I said, this is the first time I've ever done a live, so bear with me. Constructive criticism is welcome, and I hope I explain it well, so feel free to ask questions. So the sign is ready. You can hot glue it to the back, the mounts, if you'd like to, or also use E6000 so you could see the sign is ready to attach to our wreath frame at the end. So I'll put this aside and I'm going to prepare our frame. This frame does not have the ties already on it. So I'll be using the chenille stems to prepare our wreath frame. We have 6 wires going down, and so 6 sections, and then we have 4 wires on here. So I am going to attach a chenille stem, and I'm going to use 2. I'm going to use the two middle to prepare the wreath frame. So I'm wrapping the chenille stem around the wreath frame, and I'm twisting it twice. I'm going to add another one in the middle, and I'm going to twist it twice. And I'm going to pull the twist down towards the bottom of the wire because I'll be adding some going upwards. So I'll be adding again between the wires. So I don't know, do we have people watching, Mike?
We are.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, welcome to BBCrafts. Welcome to our videos. Like I said, we're new to this, so we're all kind of working together and trying to do the best we can. So again, I'm putting the chenille stems on the 14-inch elevated wreath frame. This will be a kit that will be available for purchase. You can also purchase the products individually if you like, because I know as wreath makers, we like different products. So, everybody likes something different. So we have a lot of things available. We have a lot of wired ribbons in many colors, and we have a lot more coming in. And your deco mesh, we carry several different deco meshes. And you can just go to the to our website and go to the menu. Go up high and you've got the 3 lines, hit the menu, hit deco mesh, and you'll see that we have stripes, we have checks, we have solids, we have some metallic ones, I believe. And yeah, it's pretty easy to navigate our website. So again, I'm using a 14-inch elevated wreath frame. I'm adding our chenille stems. I'm adding one in between each space, and I'm adding one on every crossbar. So there should be 12 when I'm done. Say hi. Let me know where you're from. I'd love to hear where you're from, where you're watching from. We're from Southern California. So as I said, this is new. We've not done lives before. There's been one other live done, and we're going to try to do lives maybe daily, which would be really awesome. And again, prepare your frame with chenille stems if you don't have a work wreath that's already ready for you. Questions? Okay. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Sue. Hi, Rochelle. Nice to see you guys on here today. Thank you for watching. Hope you stay. May seem a little long. Just making a wreath, it has a lot of different things we need to do. So again, I'm preparing this wreath frame with chenille stems. And now I'm going to go up to the upper, and I'm going to use the 2 top metal wires. I'm going to wrap them, and I'm going to do it at the crossbar. So and I'm going to put the twist closer to the 3rd bar. Let me fix this one because I went too high on it. Okay. So I think we'll have a total of 18 zip ties ready to add whatever I decide to add here. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do it today because there's so many different There's so many ways to do a wreath. You could do cruffles, you could do ruffles, you could do poofs, you could do pancake. Um, I just watched one yesterday with Julie's Wreath Boutique. She just put out a new technique for curls, which I thought was so neat. I loved watching it. In fact, I might decide to do that today. And you can use, for that technique, she used zip ties, but we can use the chenille stems. That would also work. So the frame is almost prepared. Okay, so now I have 18 zip ties on our frame. So now I'm ready to prepare our deco mesh. The first deco mesh I'll be cutting will be the yellow one. And I think I'm going to try the new technique. And I've not tried this at home even. Like I said, I watched it yesterday. I really liked it. This is definitely new for me too, so bear with me. This is just really pretty. So this is our eyelash deco mesh. It has a lot of pretty metallic gold running through it. And I'm going to put this on a roller that I have that works very nicely for cutting the deco mesh. Now what Julie suggested is cutting your mesh at 16 inches. So I'm going to cut I'm using the cutting mat. It has the measurements already there, and I'm using our rotary cutter. And our rotary cutter is great. It works wonderful. It makes cutting your mesh really fast. I know a lot of us have used scissors through the years, but it's wonderful to use a rotary cutter. Just really makes the process quick. So I'm not really sure how many I'm going to need because we'll just see how many fill up the wreath. And hopefully I can do this technique. So as you can see, the cutting goes really quick with the rotary cutter. So I'm putting a pile of cuts over here. So when I'm ready, I'll be able to just get a hold of them and do it. So do you have any questions? I'm happy to answer anything you want to know. So if you look at our website, we also have a reward club that you could join. In the lower left-hand corner, you can go to the website and it has a sign that says rewards. You can click on that and fill in your name and your email, and that automatically gives you 5% off on all your purchases, and it also gives you points. And Mike, do you want to explain the points, how that works?
5% cash back. So each dollar is a 5 points spend.
Okay.
Redeem it anytime.
There you go. So you'll get some good deals when you join our club, and we love our customers. So we'd like to offer that to you. And I believe right now there's also a 15%. Am I correct?
Correct.
Correct. There's 15% off right now on the website on your purchases. And of course, $39 and over, you get free shipping. So, we can kind of fill up our carts as wreath makers. We tend to do that. So feel free to go over there and get your discount and get your reward points and make your purchases. And I absolutely love this Deco Mesh eyelash metallic mesh. You can see it's so pretty. You can see it's got gold running through it and it's yellow. And it's just really neat. So, okay, I'm just about done cutting all of my pieces. And now I'm going to cut the tan. This is a tan solid Deco Mesh, and right now the tan solid, the solid Deco Mesh is on sale, really good sale, and they're really nice to work with. I love the products here. And not just because I work here, I just really genuinely love the products. I've tried a lot of products elsewhere, and these just are very quality, high quality. So again, I'm going to put this on the mesh holder. And I'm going to cut, again, I'm going to cut 16-inch pieces because I'm going to do curls, and I'm going to do it a little bit different. So this makes it just really fast to cut. The rotary cutter is great. You can find that on our website as well as our scissors. Excuse me. I have a huge pile over here of deco mesh. They're all, as I said, 16 inches. And I will be making curls. And I believe with we've got 360 inches, and you can cut about 22 16-inch pieces from each roll. And you should be able to use them all. If not, that's okay. You can always save it for something else. Hi, Louetta. Is that how you say your name, Louetta? From Texas. Welcome. I'm glad you joined us today. They said this is my first live, so bear with me. I'm not used to doing this, but we're learning. And we're really excited, and we hope that you learned something from what we're doing today. So I know it gets a little boring while I'm cutting, but I'm cutting as quickly as I can so that I'm ready to try this. Okay, so this is a new method. As I said, it's curls, but I watched Julie yesterday from Julie's Wreath Boutique. We love her in the wreath world. And hopefully I can do her technique justice because I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. But okay, I'm going to leave that last one on there. Okay, so I'm going to get the wreath form that I prepared. Oops, sorry about that. That I prepared. And if I can get her technique right, I'll be really excited. So I'm going to do the curls. So we're going to roll the one side up, roll the other side up, walk it together, pinch it together. Well, you know what? Let me use the clip. So roll it, let's say 2 or 3 times on one side. Clip it. If you have clips, you could use anything you have. A chip clip, you can use clothespins. You can use, these are just your office clips. So here you go. Now, hopefully I'll do this correctly. Let me see if we're in. Yeah, I think we're. Okay, so you take it and you've got your curls on each side. And I'm going to fold it. I'm going to fold it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And the reason for folding it, I love what she did yesterday. You just attach it to your wreath frame and your curls are both going to stick out on the same side. In fact, I think I'm going to use some zip ties, and I'm going to put it at the end of the curl. And then I'm going to use our cutting tool and cut off the excess. And I'm going to attach it. And as you can see, the curls are going to be going the right way. They're sticking out in the same direction. This is so cute. So I'm going to be doing opposite. And actually, the way she did it yesterday, is she added her zip tie right under her wire. So I'm going to try it that way also. So again, you roll it. But I have something to put the weight on so that it doesn't roll. And pinch it with a clip of some sort. And then you turn it around and you do the other side the same. Roll it. Then you want to pinch your curls together. And then pinch it together like this. And I'm going to put another zip tie on it. Actually, I'm going to do it the way she did it. She literally put her zip tie on the frame. And then wrapped it around the end of the curl. So you pinch that in there. And you zip it right on there. You zip tie it right on there. And you can see it'll, actually this one came out. I am so sorry. Let me redo this really quick. Okay. Cut off my zip tie. Probably should have just used zip ties the whole time, but that's okay. Pinch it together. I am going to put a zip tie on it again so I could secure it with the So pull your zip tie tight so your curl doesn't come undone. And again, I'm going to attach it to the pipe cleaner that I put on there. So you've got, right now I've got two on there. I'm going to take that off actually. Okay, so I'm going to just use the zip ties. And again, cut off the excess. So I'm going to keep going around. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask me. So I'm rolling it on one side, turning it around, rolling it on the other side, and then pinching it together. Again, now you have your curls, or you can actually call it a ruffle, whatever you want to call it, and you pinch it together upwards. I think it's in the screen. And I'm going to go ahead and use, I think I'm just going to use zip ties. So you get a nice secure hold. And you put the end of your folded curls in. And you just tighten that zip tie. And you want to just continue going around your wreath frame like that. And you can see it's really cute. The ruffles are sticking outwards. This is a smaller wreath. We usually make some pretty big wreaths around here. This is definitely using a smaller frame. And again, clip your excess zip ties. And we'll continue on. So again, you curl it. Curl the other side. Pinch it together. And you can see the curls are upwards. I like that look, but you could turn it around if you want to. Pinch it. And add your zip tie. And add it to the zip tie. I'm going to go the back way because that's just easier for me. And for all those that are watching, thank you for coming on to our live video today. Again, cut your zip tie. And you can see that's just going to be so cute. A little long there. You know, mine are coming out, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure I have this down very good. Sorry, you guys. Let me try again on this one. Let me zip tie it a little bit tighter onto the wreath frame. I guess I should have practiced this before I attempted it online, but that's okay. We'll try it this way anyway. So pinch it, put it into your zip tie, and I would say tighten it really tight. Yeah, tighten it really tight before you cut off that excess. So then you have it. And you can see that is just coming out so cute. You just keep going around. I'm going to take these chenille stems off, so I don't think we're going to need those. And I'll make the next one. Thank you, Mike. My deco mesh is falling off the edge of the table. So again, we're going to curl the other side, pinch it together, straighten out your curls a little bit because you don't want it to fray. Give it a good pinch, and again, add your zip tie. And I like to go from the back side. Now I'm using the second wire on the wreath frame for my first row. And again, pulling really tight and cutting off the excess tight. So as you can see, let me see if I can put it in the screen for you. It's really cute. And you don't really have to worry about fraying or anything. This is just really, really cute. Okay, on to the next yellow one. Oh, hi, Jeanette. Okay, so I am rolling it. Jeanette, you're making me nervous. That's my friend from California. And I am curling the other side and pinching it together. And again, adding another zip tie. Putting the end of the curl into the zip tie. And put it in, I would say, a good inch. That way you're catching all the deco mesh, because as you can see, I didn't catch all the deco mesh the first couple of curls and I had to redo that. I think I'm going to take off the chenille stems. I'm actually going to take these off. Sorry, you guys. You can still use them, but I think I like using the zip ties much better. And these come off easily because we just twisted them on. Hi, Brandy. Glad you can join us today. Okay, I cut the mesh 16 inches. Julie's Wreath Boutique just put a brand new video out yesterday on a new technique. So this is new to me, so I'm not doing it perfect, but 16-inch, and it's curls. And you roll the one side and then you roll the other. You pinch it together. And I did add chenille stems to the wreath frame, but I went back and I decided I'm going to use zip ties because it just holds the mesh so much better. And I'm going the opposite. I'm alternating the colors. We're using a yellow deco mesh eyelash deco mesh that we have here at BBCrafts, and I'm using a solid tan color, but you can use any color you want, and we will have a wreath kit available for you. Also, so I am taking off the chenille stems, you guys. I decided not to use them. I think that the zip ties hold it much, much better. So let me get another handful of zip ties here, or my box of zip ties, and have them ready. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. You're welcome, Brandy. You're so welcome. Any other questions, feel free to ask. I will let you know what products I'm using as I go. But again, we will have this particular one ready and available on the website as a kit. But you know how us crafters are, us wreath makers, we change our colors and we might want to use another sign. And we have all those things available. Lots of signs. So you go under. I'm using the third wire down. Pitching. the curl in half. So the curls are facing upwards. It's a really cute look. And I'm going to pull the zip tight. Make sure your curl's under there so your deco mesh doesn't come loose. Like I said, I guess I shouldn't try a new technique on a live, but that's okay. And you can see that is just so cute. And your curls stand out. I think you can see it there. And you can see your different colors. Okay, and like I said, I'm going to remove the chenille stems because I really think it's easier with my zip ties. Okay, and you just keep going around alternating your colors. Curl your deco mesh on one side. Use your clip if you need to. I do need to use a clip. And you can use anything. You can use a clothespin. You can use a chip clip. It's a great idea. And here we just have an office clip. Again, you fold your curl in half. Put your zip tie underneath your third wire. And put it around your curl. And tighten it really good before you let go of your mesh because you don't want your mesh to come out of the zip tie. Pull it as tight as you can and clip off your excess. And there you go. You can see this is really cute. So Brandy, because you just came on, I'm going to show you the sign. I'm not sure where I put it. There it is. This is the sign we'll be using today. And you can see it's really cute. It's a cross and trying to get it right. Sorry, trying to get it right under the camera. It's a cross with a bunny, but we know it's Easter. It definitely represents Easter. So we love this one. And I'll put that aside again and I will continue. So we know this takes a little bit of time. Don't want to bore you, so if you want to ask questions, feel free. Again, you curl each side, pinch it together. You're going to have your curls going upwards. You pinch them from side to side. And I am alternating the colors that I'm using. Put a zip tie underneath the third wire. And zip it and put plenty of your mesh in it so it doesn't come loose. Tighten it. And you can see on each space I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm actually putting 5 on each space. Again, I'm going to take the zip ties off. I'm sorry, the chenille stems off because I've not done this method before and I think it definitely works better with the zip ties. It'll hold it really tight. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. Okay, and I'm going to continue now. So I might as well just take the rest off. Give me a minute. So if I have 5 in each space, it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that will leave me, what would that be? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll have enough to do the top also. So again, you're going to curl it. Just go over maybe twice. Add my clip. I want to put a weight on your deco mesh. You curl it and walk it through. Just walk it, pinch it. You can see it's like a little butterfly, and fold it in half sideways so that your curls are facing up. Put your zip tie underneath the third ring again. Wrap it around your curls and tighten. And that should hold it on really tight. So I'm going to put 5 in each space. So if you have any questions, because this is going to be a little time consuming, but it's coming out really neat. I really love the way it looks. I think you can see it. You can see the alternating colors. So is this a good time for you guys? And I know over here in Southern California, we are at about, I think it's 2:23 right now. What time is it where you're at? So again, you fold it, put your zip tie underneath. I'm going to say give yourself at least an inch. That way you're catching all the mesh. Pinch it and pull your zip tie. And this zip tie did not pull right, so let me try again. There you go. Make sure I have all my mesh in there. You might put your finger in there to make sure your mesh is completely in there. Tighten it. Okay, great, Brandy. I'm glad your kids are busy right now so you can watch. So I don't know what time we'll be going live, but for today, this is what we'll be doing. You can go back. Janine, our other wreath creator, created a live the other day, and you can go back and you can rewatch her work too. Her work's beautiful. She makes amazing wreaths. I come in every time so amazed when I see what she's done because we work opposite days. Just really love to see, everybody does things just a little bit differently. Okay, I'll try to hurry, Rochelle. I'll move on as fast as I can, and I'll explain what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to go for the first row, which is on the second wire. I'm adding the curls. I'm alternating the colors. So you might want to put your finger in there while you're attaching it. And then when I get to the next row, I'm going to make the same type of curl, but I'm not going to put it downwards. I'm going to put it sideways. So almost like you do with your regular ones. So, okay, let me keep going here, if that makes sense. So curl the other side, pinch, fold it in half. You can see that. Folding it in half, and you can see your little curls. Get my zip ties. Put a zip tie underneath. Layer mesh into your zip tie. So I'm going to put my finger in, make sure I have all the mesh in there so I catch everything. And again, tighten and cut. And of course, you don't have to cut off your ends right away. You could go and do that at the end, but it's easier for me to just cut them off now while there's easy access to them. So I'm curling on one end. So yeah, this is 16-inch mesh, 16-inch cuts, I should say. And then pinch. My curls are upwards, and you can straighten them out because I'm not straightening out. Pinch so that they're even. And you can see the little, there we go. You can see the little curl. Again, put your zip tie underneath. Catch the end of your curl in the zip tie. Put your finger in to make sure that you got all your mesh in there, because you want to make sure and catch it all so it doesn't unravel. Again, cut your ends off, and it's coming along really well. So I have 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm halfway through the bottom. And let me try to go a little bit faster here, because I know it can get long and boring. Sorry. And curl. And just pinch it together. And you can see, pinch it sideways. Let's see, I've got to get you in the camera. Pinch it sideways. I'm going to put my finger under it so I make sure and get it in there. Pinch it sideways and add your zip tie. Put your zip tie underneath the wire. Put your curl, your folded curl, right into that zip tie and tighten it. So you can see it's coming together really well. I really love the way it looks. I love the colors. I'm going to fix this first one. I'm going to redo that and put it as zip tie in to hold it instead of the chenille stems. So let me fix that one well, so that when I get all the way around, I can go on to the next row. So again, put your zip tie under and tighten it right in there. So this one should really hold because it's got 2 ties to it. Okay, so I'm going on to yellow. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think you'll really like it when it's done. The ribbons are beautiful. I don't know when you came on, Jeanette, but the ribbons are really pretty that I'm using on this one. So again, you pinch it, you make your curls, pinch it, and you can see your curls are sticking outward. I'm trying to run backwards here. No, let me go back. Then put your zip tie under. Be sure and get your zip tie in right. Okay. I'm going to put my finger in, make sure I have all the mesh under there. And I do. So now I'm going to cut off my excess and go to the next one. So I'm going to curl it. I'm going to pinch it on that side. I'm going to give it a couple curls on this side, and then I'm going to pull it together. And take your curl and fold it in half. And alternating, I messed up on this one, but I'm going back and I'm going to fill in this spot. Put your zip tie underneath your wire and pull it around the end of your curl. You know, this particular one, it's actually a paper holder. They use it in the schools, but you can buy them online. Other places do sell them. I don't know if I can. I know that Made by Monroe, she sells a really nice one. I can't think right offhand who else sells them, but you can look online. Just Google mesh holder, deco mesh holder, and you can usually find them online. Okay, so again, I'm curling, pinching, so that all the little curls are upwards. I'm putting 5, hi Don, I'm putting 5 in each section. I wasn't sure because I've never done this method before, so I wasn't sure how many were gonna fit, but now that I'm working with it, I could see there's 5. It's a 14-inch wreath frame. There's 6 sections. There's 5 curls in each one. This is actually a new technique. I just watched Julie from Wreath Boutique make it, so I'm sure I'm not doing it as well as her, but I'm learning. So you can see, you turn over the back, can you see this? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on that. I have 1 more to go, but I have 5 on all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can move them around so that, so yeah, I went 5 on each one, and I'm using 2 rolls of deco mesh. I should have enough cuts. I'm using zip ties. I first put chenille stems on the frame, but I found that is not going to hold very well. So I went to the zip ties, which hold really well. So as I said, this is a new technique to me, so I'm actually just learning. Okay, yeah, aren't the zip ties amazing? They make such a neat, the backside comes out so nice when you use the zip ties. That's what I found. 'Cause for years, I always used the chenille stems, the pipe cleaners. And, you know, it just wasn't as nice and clean looking as with the zip ties. The zip ties are really nice. So what I'm finding with these curls is you want to put your finger in the middle to make sure all your mesh is going to be held with the zip ties. Okay, put your zip tie. I'm using the 3rd wire. Put your zip tie under. Lay your curl into the zip tie. Check and make sure that you have the whole thing in there so that it doesn't unravel. And just push it over. And you can see this is just coming out really neat. I didn't know what it was going to turn out like because I've not made one yet, but I'm liking this a lot. And I love the colors. We have so many amazing colors. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's a good tip, but you know, we all learn as we go. Learned a lot of things through the years. I've done a lot of changes through the years. What I'm finding too is I've never really used the work wreaths. I always just bought my own wreath frames and made my own, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But working here and using the wreath forms that they offer us, it's amazing. It holds in your ribbon so good because you know how sometimes the ribbon, you want it to sit up high. You want it to show. You don't want it to sink in too much. So then I always use a pipe cleaner and I twisted it and kind of made it sit up higher. And I noticed that my ribbons aren't as, you know, tight in there. So yeah, I love the look of it. You can see the back looks so clean with zip ties. You don't have to bother once you put your deco mesh on. You've got it all ready. So again, we're going to go on, keep on going and curl, clip it, turn it around, curl it again. Go ahead and pinch it. And again, these are 16-inch length and 16-inch lengths, and you get about 22 out of your 10-yard roll, which is really good. So I have 44 cuts here. I don't think I'm going to use them all, but you never know. So when I get up to the top, it's narrower. So I probably will use 4 instead of 5 on each section. And I'm debating right now whether to use these other middle wire or just go ahead and put it on the top wire. I think I may just put it on the top wire. It's going to make a really full and fluffy wreath. Really cute. Actually, yeah, I guess you could call it a bright deco mesh. This one, I have the name. This one I'm using is a yellow deco mesh eyelash, and it has metallic stripes in it. So if you like bling, it brightens it up a little. It's really cute. So I've only got a few more on the bottom of the wreath to go, and then we'll move on to the next. So if it's your first time here, hi, and go ahead and like, comment, share, because we're new to this, so bear with us. Lives are not something that I've done before, so you're very welcome. You're welcome. And all the products can be found on our website. Even the rotary cutter, the scissors. I absolutely love the scissors. The scissors you can cut through, gosh, you could cut through like 4 ribbons at one time. I'm just really amazed. So again, I'm curling. I lost my clip. There it is. Pinching with a clip, and you can use anything. Like I said, you could use an office clip, you can use a clothespin, you can use a chip clip, you can use whatever you want to clip it together. It makes it just a little bit easier. Again, you have your curls. Let's see, I'm trying to get my hand in there in the right place. Okay. And then you fold it in half, and I'm going to put my finger underneath it. And so I'm sure to catch all the mesh in the wreaths. I know Janine was so good. I watched her too. She's so cute. I really enjoy watching her. Like I said, we work opposite days, so I don't see her. And I come in and I see these amazing wreaths that she makes, and I just absolutely love her style. I love what she does. I think we're all a little different. We all work differently and use different items as we're working, and that's okay. That's okay. We're learning, and we all learn together, because in the wreath world, everything is changing. Like I said, this is a new technique. I was sharing with Mike, who's sitting back here behind the camera, and I was watching one of the wreath makers. She has a wreath tutorial out there. It's on YouTube. And there's 11 different wreath methods that she's sharing. And I thought, wow, I didn't even realize that there was that many. I can only think right off the bat, I could think of 6 of them that I'm familiar with. So it was really neat watching that tutorial. So there's a lot of great tutorials out there to watch. A lot of great lives out there to watch. Like I say, we're out here in Southern California, and we're trying to build up our wreath supplies and offer you great prices and show you the different methods that can be done. So I'm almost done. I have 5 more, so I have 6 sections. I put 5 of the folded curls in each section, and as you can see, it's so cute. The curls are going outward. So instead of your normal sideways and all over the place, they are going outward. This is just so cute. So you don't have the curls going up and up in that direction. You just have the curls going completely down. I really like this. I really like this. I had, like I said, I just watched her tutorial. I believe it was yesterday she put it out, and I just loved it. So, okay, I'm almost done with the bottom row. Again, pinch it. I say put your finger in it like that. I can't, you could see that, what I'm doing. Put your finger in it, pull it, pinch it, and put your zip tie underneath your wire, just one wire. Make sure you have your zip tie facing the right direction, because oftentimes I do that and then I go to close it and I can't close it up, so I'll get it right. Okay. All right. Base ideas. Yes, right? I love it too. No, I had no idea. I could think of cruffles, ruffles, poofs, curls, petals. What else? What else? Oh, one of the newer ones. I mean, maybe it's a year older, so I don't know. The pancake, that's another one. And that's fun to watch. I thought about making a pancake wreath today. I've never made a pancake wreath because here in California, we don't have a lot of storm doors. And I know that's the one that people like to use. So I'm really hoping I have enough curls to go around. I think I do. Did I do the clip? Yes, okay. Okay, again, make your curl, pinch it, and the curls are actually facing up. You can see how cute they are. Definitely put your finger in there to hold it to make sure that as you attach it, you're attaching the whole thing so it doesn't come undone like it did with my first two actually. So again, you zip tie it. Okay. And you curl it, roll it, pinch it with something, it just makes it easier. Turn your piece around, put something heavy on it. It could be anything, whatever you have laying around. Curl it and pinch it. And fold it in half. I said I'm going to put my finger in the middle so that I know all my meshes going up. Zip tie underneath. Pull the end up. Lay your curl into the zip tie. Make sure you allow enough space on top that you're catching the whole end. And pull it tight and cut it. And I'm going to add one more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Curl, pinch. I'm going to be cutting another few yellows in a minute so you can see how nicely having a mesh holder works. Okay, turn that around, curl it, pinch it, fold it in half. It's so cute. The curls are upwards. I like this method a lot. This is really cute. And not because I'm doing it, but because someone else did it and it was just such a great idea. I think this is so neat. I love when they come up with new ideas for our wreath making. It's just really neat to keep learning. Okay, so you put your zip tie around it. Again, make sure your zip tie is in the right direction so that when you go to close it up, it'll close up easily. And wrap it around the end of your curl. Make sure all your deco mesh is in there and tighten it. So I think I've done all the sections. Actually, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I ended up 2 together. That's okay. It's okay. I'll go ahead and add one more yellow so that we have all the colors alternating. Go back and cut off your extra little ends so that they're not real sharp. Okay, I'll add one more just so that you can see the alternating colors. So curl, curl, and pinch. Said follow our page if you'd like to see the upcoming tutorials. Janine will be doing them, and I will also be doing them on my work day. We love what we do, and we'd love for you to watch and learn. Okay, so I finished the bottom row. Really quickly, I'm going to cut a few more yellows. I was looking at my mesh and could tell that I didn't have enough. Let's see if I have enough of this one. So I have the last, okay. I need to cut this last piece of my tan. I have a little more of my yellow, so I will cut those extra pieces right now. And the rotary cutter we also sell, and it's amazing. And it cuts right through that mesh. Okay. So let me bring the wreath back. And right now the wreath is at about, what would that be? 10, 20. It's about 20 inches. It's a 20-inch wreath. So you can see it's smaller than a lot of the wreaths we make. Here it's on a smaller frame, but it's so cute. Okay, so I'm going to go up, and I am going to attach them to the top wire. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to curl them, curl the end, pinch, curl the other side, and pinch. See the curls? Upwards, pinch them. I put my finger under there to make sure I'm catching all the mesh. And I'm going to add them to the top wire. So when we put our sign on, it'll cover those ends. And just pull it really tight. And again, cut off. I want to do a little more even than I did, but cut it off. And by the time you're done, you'll still see. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it that way. I'm cutting it off, and I'm going to put it the normal way. I'm going to put it sideways. No, actually, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to do it the exact same way, because then it covers up the. So what Julie taught was the technique, which is really neat. I like this technique a lot. Like I said, it's new to me, so it's not as fast as when I do a poof or a ruffle or you can see it's so cute. The curls are sticking out. And I'm not going to put as many on. And hopefully I have enough to go around. You can put less. You could put 4 on the bottom sections. I probably put too much, but that's okay. So I'm going to curl it, pinch it, go back. And now I'm thinking I probably need to. The one thing about going live is if we make a mistake, oops, we just have to fix it while we're live. So I'm thinking maybe I should go sideways. So again, with your curl, I'm going to go sideways. And I'm going to go down to the 3rd row and add. So I'm going to go down to the 3rd wire from the bottom, and I'm going to put it sideways instead. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to cut off the one I have already on there. That way I'll have enough, because I don't think to go all the way around I'd have enough if I continued with the same style that I'm doing. Okay, so again, let's fluff back this one back up and put it sideways and put your zip tie. I love zip ties. And pull your curls down. And you can see you can fluff them up and just make them so cute. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Curl, clip, to the other side, curl, pinch, connect your curl to your, let's see, what? And connect it to, this one I did on top. You know what? It's okay. So you can either connect it to the top one or you can connect to the third one. I'm going to connect it to the third wire. And that one I think I did on the fourth. So let's take that off really quick and redo it. Now my concern is right now I have a 10-inch wreath sign, and hopefully by putting it on, putting the mesh on the third wire won't leave an open space. I can always add ribbon, which I have. That's it, it's not working. Let me get another zip tie really quick. Okay. And go under your third wire. And zip tie. Okay, very neat. Okay, got it. And then of course, fluff out your curl, pull it down, fluff it, you can see. And you won't need as many going around the top. They should cover up your curls, so we'll just keep going. Okay. So I need a yellow one. Again, curl, pinch. And thank you for everybody that's staying with us. We didn't announce that we're doing a live. And like I said, it's my first live, so bear with me. I've never had to really explain how to make wreaths before, so I'm usually on my own making them. Okay, so again, can add your zip tie. Put your zip tie under your wire and tighten your zip tie around your curl. Okay. And kind of fluff it out. Oh my gosh, I really, really, really like this. You can see it's coming along really nicely. Let's see, I'm trying to put it under the camera. You can see it's coming along really, really nicely. Okay, so again, you're going to move that over. You want to curl, pinch, turn it over. So it's like a cruffle, really. Curl and then pinch together. So you see you have your little curls, and again, you're going to add to your frame. Thank you, Crystal. It's a new style. I haven't done this one before. So I hope that the sign covers. Yeah, probably going to have to add some ribbon. But I should have added them to the top wire, but that's okay. Okay, let's go back and keep going. So curl it. Use my little clippers to pinch it. The next one. I know, I love the look too. I think it's so pretty. I really love her ideas. So again, put your next curl on. Zip ties are neat. Love them. Okay, tighten it. Cut off your excess. I think what I'll do, because I have that wire around the top that's going to show if I don't put something there, so that's probably where I'll put some of the ribbons, so I can cover up the wire. So I'm down to just a couple more yellows. I think I'm going to have exactly enough. So you should be able to get 22 cuts, 16-inch cuts of mesh from your roll. And they're the 10-yard rolls, so you have 360 inches. And you pinch, and whoops, I should have put a brown one, but that's okay. I'll go back and do the tan ones in between. So I'm alternating the colors. Trying to get my zip tie in there. Tighten that. I think I just put it on the fourth one. I should have probably put it on the fourth one all the way around. We learn as we're going. So, okay, so roll it, clip it, turn it around, roll it again, pinch it, take your curl and put it, I have 2 yellows, I'm going to put a tan one in between there. I think I'm actually going to go back really quick and put them all on the fourth wire so that I don't have to worry about the, okay, let me clean up my mess a little bit here. Pull your curls down. I'm going to fix it real quick, you guys, so give me a moment to go back and cut off my zip ties. And I'm going to put it on the fourth row. That way I could add ribbon in between to cover some of the ends. So again, I'm going back, I'm cutting off the zip ties that I put on the third wire, and I'm putting them on the fourth wire. And that's because I have a 10-inch sign. If I had a 12-inch sign, I could have left it, and I could have had a 12-inch sign, but I asked for a 10-inch sign, so, and that's okay. So I'm going back, I'm cutting this off and putting the curl on the fourth row so that we could put the sign in. Like I said, this is a new method for me. I've never done this method before, so you're learning with me. Okay, so I'm going to put on probably 2 more. Let me go back and fix, oh no, actually, okay, let me fix this one. So I'm cutting it off and redoing it. Okay. Okay. So again, I'm going to roll it, pinch it, turn it around, roll it on the other side, pinch it, put it together, and put it on. And again, I'm putting it on the fourth because I was putting it on the third first, but I think I need to put it on the fourth so that the sign will cover up the edges. Put your zip tie around it, tighten it really tight, as tight as you can tighten it, I'm sorry. Let me fix this one. And put the zip tie in underneath the 4th wire. Tighten it. Let me see. Spread them out if you're able. And actually, Mike, could you get me another roll of yellow?
Okay.
I'm sorry. It was the eyelash deco mesh.
Okay. Yellow color?
Do you know which one it was?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to need a couple more cuts to get all the way around. So you could put less on the bottom, and that will give you enough to put on the top. I'm just going to need like one more cut. And had this leftover piece been enough, I think I would have been fine. Sorry about that. You have any questions? Thank you for staying with me. There's 20 people on here. That's pretty good considering we did not announce this today. Thank you for coming to our live. Like I said, I'm new to lives. I've never done them before. And, as you can imagine, a little nervous, hoping that we do right. But you can see this is coming out just really neat. Love the method. Love the look. You can see how these are curls. These curls were made and then pinched together in half and attached to the frame. I think I put 5 in each of the sections. I'm thinking with 2 rolls, you can probably put 4. So you probably don't need the 5. Like I said, I'm just learning. So it still came out pretty good. And then up on top, I've got 2 in every space. Well, actually, I don't even have 2 in this space. But yeah. So I'm going to put 2. Yeah, I think instead of putting the 5, I would definitely put the 4 so that I'd have enough to go around the top. So with 2 in every space, it should work out really well. So I'm telling them how they can use the 2 rolls. And now I have to have any more. So I would definitely put 4 in the space. If you're using a 14-inch wreath frame, I'd use 4 instead of 5 at the bottom. Like I said, this is a new technique, so I'm learning. So I'm going to cut a couple more for us. And I'm going to cut them at 16 inches. Let me clean up all my mess here that I have. Okay. Okay, I only need 2 more, but like I said, you should be able to with the 2 rows that come with the kit, as long as you put 4 around in each space. So that would be 24, and that would be 12 of each color at 16 inches. You should be fine. And then on the top row, just doing normal curls, you should be able to get 2 in every space. So that would be another 12. So you should be fine. Again, I'm going to roll it, pinch it, roll it again, pinch it together, and add it to the frame. And I'm using our yellow Deco Mesh eyelash Deco Mesh. It's really pretty. It has the foil lines that went through it. So pretty. So again, cut. Yeah, I'm going to add another curl in there. 10 curls, so curl it, pinch it, curl the other side, pinch it all together, and add a zip tie. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that. Not used to doing it, so online, so it can be a little bit nerve-wracking, but we're good. So I have one more space, so I need 2 more pieces. I think this is coming out darling. Like I said, I've never made this method before. And I'm curling it. Pinching it, turning it around, curling it again. Pinch that, and I have one more space, so I have enough for 2 more. And put it underneath there. The kit comes with the 2 deco mesh, the tan deco mesh and the yellow deco mesh. It comes with the wreath frame. It comes with 3 ribbons and a sign. So there will be a picture online. And if you go back to the beginning of the video, you'll see that there will be a picture online and you'll be able to see what comes with it. But again, we carry so many different deco meshes. Hold on, let me, excuse me, give me a minute. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I see what I did. Okay, I need one more. Anyway, we carry so many different ones. You can create your own kit by looking at our site. I was watching a wreath tutorial and somebody commented, I believe it was. I don't believe it was the person making the wreath, but she commented that she goes on websites and she'll create a collage. So I tried that. I just screenshotted the different colors and then I put them next to each other. I went to Pick Collage and created a collage. And it's really neat because you could see how it's going to come together if you choose your own colors. We have tons of signs on our site, just really, really cute. You just go to the menu, scroll down to, I believe it's accents, and it'll take you to signs. And we have hundreds of signs to choose from and lots of different deco mesh to choose from. So you have a wide selection. It's always fun for a wreath maker. And you can use our kit, which is great if you do, or you can create your own with a vast supply of ribbons and deco mesh, different wreath frames. We have different wreath frames. We have the ones that are already prepared for you, or like I did this one myself and then I undid it. But okay, so this came out so cute. So I did put 5 in each section, but my suggestion would be 4 in each section on the bottom, so you have enough. And then I put 2. So I pinched the curls, I attached them, and then I added the 2 on each of the 4th inside bar. And you can see that just came out so cute. This is one of the smaller wreaths that I've made here. And it's so nice and it's so fluffy. Okay, so here is the sign. In case you didn't see it, here's the sign. It's so cute. I just love it. I'm trying to put it. Oh, there you go. I think you can see it. So it's just so cute. It has a bunny and it has a cross and it's just perfect for Easter. And you can see how nice that's going to look once it's in, and the colors just match so well. I'm trying to get it in the frame. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can see that. Okay, so now I'm going to go on to some ribbons, but I don't know that you need many ribbons with this. This is amazing. I love it. It's so nice and thick. Like I said, that was a new technique, so it took me longer than it normally does when I'm making my wreaths. But, okay, so this is our moss green metallic deco mesh ribbon. It's not wired. The deco mesh is so nice and so full, you almost don't need it wired. So I'm going to make a bow. I think I'm going to make a bow. Yeah, I'm going to make a bow first for this. It's so full, I don't know that I need a bow. So this is our really neat bow maker. This is called the M's Bow and Go. We really like this one. It has the dowels, but they actually twist in. The dowels twist in and twist out, so they don't get really loose like some of the other bow makers. But the other bow makers are fine. And this one, you can untwist the dowels, fold it up, put it away because you know how we have so many things all over the place when we're wreath makers, but you can do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the deco mesh because like I said, it's not wired, but that's okay. It's nice and thick and it comes out beautiful. I'm going to give it probably 10-inch tails. I'm going to turn it and I'm going to loop it and I'm going to do a 6-inch loop and then put my, and you have the measurements on your bow and go. I'll push that down and then I'm going to go to the other side and do the same. So I'm going to measure out 6-inch loop. And the wonderful thing about this is your measurements come out great. I personally do not make bows by hand, but this has made it so easy. I've tried, but I've never been successful, but it's okay. This made it easier. So 6 inches, if I'm in the screen there, 6 inches, again, measure. And this is going to come with the kit, and you'll love it. This has 25 yards, so you've got 75 feet on this roll, and it's 2.5 inch. I think that's so neat because then you have it for all kinds of other projects. You know, you don't only have to use it on wreaths. You could use it to wrap gifts. You could make bows for your gift bags, your gift boxes. It's just great. I think it's great. You get a lot. You get plenty. So you will get a roll of this with your kit. Okay, so I've made 3 6-inch loops on each side. And I'm going to put something in there to hold that down for a minute while I get the other. And then this is so cute. Let's see my pink. Okay. So this is so cute. This is our vintage floral wire. And it is a wired wreath. And I'll show you. It's just so cute. It has lace. And actually, yeah, it is wired. Okay, it has lace on the sides. And this is 1.5 inches. I love this one. And I'm going to cut this tail so I can remove this. And this is great. Your wreath holder, your ribbon holder is great. And I always face the ribbon coming towards me. Then it doesn't quite get as twisted. So I'm going to remove what I put in there to hold it. And I'm going to go down. I'm going to give it a half twist. I'm going to make a 5-inch loop on this. I'm going to go down a little because I did 6-inch. And then again, a half twist. And try to keep your ribbon coming towards you. Again, another half twist, 5-inch loop, half twist. Another one, I think I will do 3 on each side. So a half twist, another 5-inch loop, a half twist. Okay, there you go. And I'm going to do 6 loops of this beautiful color. I just love this. I think this is so cute. The second time I've used this particular ribbon on a wreath, and I just think it's so pretty. And again, cut my tie, and I put something in there to hold it down while I get the next one. So the last one I'll be using is a pink wired wreath. It is 7/8 of an inch. So it's narrow, but it's just beautiful. It adds that feminine touch to your ribbon or your bow. So again, I'll take that off the end. I will put that onto the ribbon holder on the end of the bow maker. And again, go down. I'm going to leave a bit of a long tail. Twist. I'm only going to do 4. So twist. And I probably went down 4 inches on that. Half twist again. I love that you have your measurements right on your bow maker, so it makes it so easy to make a bow. That'll come out really nice every time. Okay, twist. Okay, and then I'm going to put a zip tie. I love my zip ties. I'm going to pull it up a little bit, put the zip tie right underneath, pull it over the top, start to zip it together and tighten it. And I'm not going to fluff out the bow yet. I'm not going to do that till the end because when we turn our wreath over, it just unfluffs our bow. So there's our tail, and I am going to dovetail the ends. I think we all know how to do that. You fold it inward and you cut it from the inside up. So you cut off about an inch, inch and a half, however you want it, whatever length you want your dovetails to be. And you can see how nice they come out. I want to stand at the camera, and I'm not sure if I am. They come out really nice. Can dovetail them. And that deco mesh ribbon is just, I love it. I just love it. And this one has a beautiful metallic shine to it. So I'm going to cut it, and I'll fluff it up in the end. So when you cut off your excess, I'm going to add a zip tie to the back so that, a chenille stem to the back, actually two, so that I could attach it to the wreath frame. So I'm going to put two together just so I have some length, and I'm going to put it around the bow so it'll be ready to attach to the frame. Yes, isn't it beautiful? I love the ribbon too. Which one is your favorite? Do you like the vintage one, or do you like the deco mesh? I like them all. I think they're just so pretty and they go together so well. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you so much. Thank you for being patient. Like I said, that was a whole new method. It's the first live I've ever done. So, okay, so we'll fluff that up in a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to cut. This is such a fluffy, actually, this is so cute. This is so fluffy. I'm thinking I only need one row of ribbons. So I'm going to cut about probably 6 of each ribbon. And I'm going to make them 12 inches. So, okay. So we have a 12-inch. This is 12-inch. It makes it really easy to cut. I'm going to go ahead and use the rotary cutter really quick, and I'm only going to cut 6 of each. And right now we are out of the mat, but we do carry the mat. So when it comes in, it will be on the website. It's a great mat. It's a big mat. Just love it. It's a self-healing mat. And apparently they can't keep them in stock. So if they do come in, make sure and get one if you want. It makes making wreaths so much easier. So I've cut 6 of the deco mesh. And you can see how fast that went with the rotary cutter. I think with the wired, I'll go ahead and cut it with the scissors really quick. So I'm going to cut 6 of those. And again, you can measure out so easily. So I'm cutting 6 of each. The next wreath I make, I'll go ahead and do something I'm used to doing, so it won't take as long to put the wreath together, but that was just a new method and I just had to try it. So anyway, then I'm going to cut 6 of the vintage floral wire, which this is just so cute. It really is cute. It's 1.5 inches wide. I'll cut 3 more. And our scissors are great too. Amazing scissors. They are also available on the website. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and dovetail all the ends of the ribbon. And I'll do them 2 at a time so it'll go a little bit faster. And you can see how nice these scissors cut right through the ribbon. And I've only cut 6 of each at 12 inches. With the 18, no, I haven't tried yet. I thought about it. We might do a tutorial on that. I love making bows. I've never done it. I don't know how high we can go. The pegs aren't as long as some of the other bow makers, but 18 would be a lot. I'm sure they come out fine. In fact, I think on the website there's some pictures of bows that are created, and I'm sure that Emma's Bows probably has a page, and you could probably go there and see exactly what you could do with it. So I'm cutting my dovetails, pinching the ribbon, cutting about 1 inch from the inside. I've made the mistake of cutting it from the outside, and I end up with a point instead of dovetails. So I'm dovetailing the ends. How are we doing on time, Mike?
Great.
Okay, good, because that took a long time to fix that wreath.
Time.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I'm dovetailing my pink ribbon right now, my pink wired ribbon. And this can be found on the website. It's so pretty. It's 7/8 of an inch, so it's a narrow one. And I have the Deco Mesh ribbon, which, like I said, I love this one. And we have this actually in a lot of colors. And I'm really glad I discovered it because you don't see a lot of people work with this. But I think it's wonderful that it does not have wire, but it almost doesn't need wire because it's so nice and thick. And this has a sheen to it. This one is our moss metallic Deco Mesh ribbon, and it's 2.5 inches, and you get 25 yards, so you get 75 feet, and you can use it on anything you want to. Like I said, it's just really neat. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to stack them, and then I'm going to go ahead and use the chenille stems. Okay, so I'm going to put, I think I'm going to do them the opposite. So I'll do a pink, I'll do the green, I'll do the pink, and then I'll put the pretty lacy one. That's just so pretty. And then pinch it in the middle, grab a chenille stem, put it around. Make sure you do it even. Twist it. And then I'm going to attach it to our base. And this is our base. Again, I did a new technique. Probably didn't do it exactly like it was done online by Julie's Wreath Boutique, but I love it. I think it came out really good. I'm going to attach these where the crossbar is, and I'm going to attach them between the 4th, the 3rd, and the 3rd and the 2nd wires. Let me see if I can get it in there. And you kind of have to feel around, and then I'm going to pull it in. Pull it in and see if I can, let's see. All right. Let's twist this around. Okay, let's do that again. So I'm going to put it on the crossbars, and there's 6 crossbars. And I'm going between the 2nd and the 3rd. And the 3rd and the 4th. Because this is already a pretty fluffy wreath. And then I'm tightening it. And you can see this is just really, really cute. And you can shape your, and what's neat is the Deco Mesh, like I said, it's actually, without being wired, it's pretty, you could shape it pretty well. So again, curl your ribbons, and I'm going to go on to the next one. So again, I'm doing the green, and the next one I'm going to put the pink on the outside. So I've got the beautiful vintage ribbon. I just love it. I'm putting the pink on the outside. And you could fold it in half so you could be more precise with the center. Pinch it. Add your chenille stem. Turn it over. Tighten it. And I'm going to add it to the next wire. So I'm going to put it between the fourth, the third, and the second and the third wire. And then tighten it underneath. And you can see this just adds a lot of color to it. The pegs for the bow maker. Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that. I didn't know there's longer pegs. That's really good to know. Thank you, Irene. Did you know that, Mike?
No.
Okay. Well, we're all learning together. I didn't know that. That's wonderful. I think we need to get some of those here so that we could try that 18 ribbon bow. Glad you told us that. Because I really like this bow maker. I love it. It's like I said, you could fold it up and put it away, and it's great. Okay, so there's my next ribbon. And I have the pink on the outside and the beautiful vintage ribbon on the inside. Okay, so let me put that aside. Let me do the next one. And I'm not sure where I'm going to put my bow yet. So the deco mesh, you could see the deco mesh ribbon, it bounces up. So I put that side down. So it bounces up. I like that on the outside. And again, you're going to put the pink one. We're going to put the lace. Fold it in half to find your center. Pinch. And twist your zip tie on. And that's pretty easy to do. And again, attach to the next wire. I'm going between the fourth and the third and the second and the first. And I'm pulling it in. I think I need to tighten my other one a little better, which is fine. I could do that. So just pull it right through and twist your zip tie on the back. And of course, I'm doing it forward so you can see how it looks once you lay it out. So there's your ribbon. And we're almost done, actually. So let's see. I think I'm going to fix this one, make this one tighter. So I'm turning it around. And I'm going to pull that a little bit tighter. Thank you so much for staying with me here, because I know I've only got 12 on right now. But thank you so much. I know that was a little long. Normally it doesn't take me so long to do a wreath, but that was a new technique, so I wanted to try it. Like I said, I should have tried it offline, but that's okay. Okay, so I have 3 of the ribbons attached right now. Okay, I'll go to the next one. And the next one I'm going to do the moss green deco mesh. I'm going to put the lace wired, the floral vintage wired lace down first, and then the pink. And then I'm going to pinch. Of course, you can fold it in half to find your center, but I just pinched it because I could pretty much gauge my center. Put your chenille tie on. So again, this will come in a kit. You're going to get 2 10-inch deco mesh rolls with 10 yards on each, so you'll have 30 feet of deco mesh. When you're doing this wreath, I would do, if you use a 14-inch, well, it comes with a 14-inch wreath rim. So I would do 4 of the curls. I did 5 on this one, and I was short, so I would do 4 of the curls on each section on the second wire. And then I did 2 on each section on the actual 4th wire. And the reason I did that is so that our sign, and it's a 10-inch sign, will fit and it'll cover the ends. And this is a full enough wreath with all these curls and all these pretty ribbons that you won't be able to see through it. It comes out really pretty. I like this. Okay, so I have two more ribbons to make here. Okay, so again, put your deco mesh ribbon down. I'm going to put the pink one down first, and then I'm going to put the beautiful vintage lace. I just really like that one. Pinch it in half. I'm sorry, fold it in half. Pinch it. Add your pipe cleaner. Twist, and again, attach it. And I'm attaching it on each crossbar. I'm putting the pipe cleaner between the 4th and the 3rd wire, and the 2nd and the 1st wire. And then pulling it tight in the back. Let's see if I can get that through. Yes. Pulling it tight in the back, twisting it, and fluffing out your ribbon. And of course the curls are going to lay, but it's sheer enough that you're going to see all the color on here. And I have one more to do, and then I can add the bow, and I can add the sign, and we will be done. So I'm going to put, okay, I'm missing a piece of, no, there it is. Okay, here's my vintage lace. Lay it across. My pink on top of that. Fold it in half. Pinch it. The chenille stem. And the kits will be online for this one. And it'll come with everything. I think the only thing you'll need to get is your zip ties. But it'll come with your chenille stems. It'll come with your frame. It'll come with your 2 rows of deco mesh in the 2 different colors. And it'll come with your sign. So, okay, again, you tighten it in the back and fluff out. Okay, so I'm going to attach the sign now. So again, I have the 10-inch sign. I'm going to get it in your screen. And it's got a cross and a rabbit. It's so cute. I just love it. And so I'm going to reach down underneath and feel, I think I'm going to put it on the 4th wire because it is 10 inches across. So I should be able to put it right down in there. And then I'll add the bow and we are done. Thank you so much for coming on our live today with us. Like I said, I'm new to lives, so I'm learning as I go. And pull your ruffles forward. Lay your sign on the top. You can feel underneath, and you could push your pipe cleaners through. And I'm tightening from the back, but you just twist it, just like when you're putting your ribbon on. Pulling my curls all out so it's full and fluffy. And I've got 4 cable tie mounts on the back of this sign. I do believe this kit comes with the cable tie mounts also. And they stick nicely. You can add extra glue. You could use E6000. You could use hot glue. I think the E6000 works a little better, especially if your wreath is going to be on your front door and it's hot where you live. I think people have used the Gorilla Glue, hot glue, and it's worked really well. So we're going to pull it through. And you can see this is really cute. Really fluffy. Okay, and I'm just going to add the bow, and I'm done. So, okay, let's see where we want the bow. So here's the bow, and I think I'm going to add it to the bottom on the left-hand side. And again, you're going to push your, I'm going to cut these. Zip ties through. I'm feeling down underneath to attach it. I'm going to flip our bow out and show you the finished product. And I believe we're coming on again tomorrow. Is that right, Mike?
Yep.
Okay,
Tomorrow.
so tomorrow it'll be Janine. She's great. She's great. She does lives really well. I really enjoyed watching her live the other day. So we'll see what she's going to come up with tomorrow, what method she's going to use. And still can't quite get this in here. Let's see. Okay, got it. So I'm going to pull it through underneath. And thank you so much for coming and being patient. Like I said, this was the first time I've done this particular style of wreath. So it took me a little longer than it normally takes me to do a wreath. And that was a challenge, and it was fun. Thank you so much, Jeanette. I'm glad you stayed on and watched. And now I'm going to fluff the bow because I did not fluff it when I started. So you just put your fingers in it and shape your wire the way you want it. Pull your loops. Everybody does it a little different. Some people like the loops just off to the side. Some like them at the bottom. And you can see how cute this is. This came out so good. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for staying with us. I'm going to go ahead and curl the pink really quick, just really fast, and it's really easy to do. And I'm going to curl them both the same way. Okay. And this is the wreath. I hope you like it. So how do I get it in the screen, Mike? I don't know if it is.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. So Mike will show you, I think, it is fuller. Okay, so here we go. Is it? Okay. Can you see that? Okay, we're getting this.
Yep.
Okay.
This is the camera right here.
Okay, okay. Here you go. I think you can, I gotta turn it. There you go, and that's the wreath completed. Again, it'll come in a kit. It comes with 3 ribbons, 2 rolls of deco mesh at 10 inch, a 14-inch black wreath frame, and the Darling 10-inch sign. And there you go. We made a beautiful Easter wreath. Thank you for being so patient. Like I said, this was the first time I've done that method, which I probably shouldn't have done that for my first live, but I watched it yesterday and I just thought it was so pretty. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed that and have a wonderful evening. And thank you for staying with us. And like I said, if you can comment, if you're on the replay, please put hashtag replay, follow us. And
the replay will be ready on Facebook.
And the replay will be ready on Facebook. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. And I think that's it.
Have a great night, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Oh gosh, why would I choose a